On Thanksgiving, I realized everyone had gone on vacation without me. No texts, no explanation. I didn't argue. I hired movers. 5 days later, they came home to a house that wasn't theirs anymore. I wake up at 9 on Thanksgiving morning to something wrong. Silence. The kind of silence that presses against your eardrums and makes your pulse sound too loud. The Kessler family house, our 5-bedroom temple of middle-class achievement, is never silent on Thanksgiving. Mum should be downstairs already, humming along to her favourite radio station, basting the turkey. Dad should be planted on the couch, the TV blasting the Macy's parade. Corbin and Sloane should be arguing over the bathroom. But there's nothing, just the faint hum of the heating system kicking on. I sit up, heart tightening. Hello? My voice sounds alien in the stillness. No answer. I check my phone. No texts, no missed calls. Nothing explains why the house feels like a stage after the actors have left. Barefoot, I step into the hallway. Both my siblings' bedroom doors stand open. Beds perfectly made, undisturbed. Downstairs, the kitchen is spotless. No thawing turkey, no lined-up ingredients, just my coffee mug from last night in the empty sink. The air smells faintly of lemon cleaner instead of roasting meat. My breath catches as I pull back the front curtain. Driveway empty. All the cars gone. My parents' sedan, Corbin's beat-up Jeep, even the SUV I gassed up yesterday for the drive to Uncle Dean's. A stupid, hopeful thought flickers. Maybe they ran to the store, but the house doesn't feel just stepped out. It feels abandoned, cold. I grab my phone again, scroll through contacts and freeze. Mum's number, gone. Dad's, gone. Corbin, Sloane, Rhett, all gone. Deleted. My heartbeat quickens. Rhett borrowed my phone last night. Hey sis, can I check the score real quick? My battery's dead. I'd handed it to him without a thought. He deleted them. I remember Uncle Dean's number and dial. It rings twice. Hello? His voice is cheerful, relaxed. Uncle Dean, it's Krista. Where is everyone? A pause. Then, awkwardly, oh. You're still home? Something in his tone makes my stomach twist. In the background, I hear waves, a ukulele, laughter. Where are you? Well, your parents wanted a big surprise for their anniversary, he says carefully. They all flew to Maui last night. All of them. They figured you were busy with work, he adds, voice tight. Didn't want you worrying about the expense. The expense. The expense for the vacation paid for by the house I've been bankrolling for 6 years. I hear Sloane in the background, sharp and unmistakable. Are you talking to her? I thought the plan was to let her stay home. I hang up. The kitchen seems to expand around me, its emptiness swallowing me whole. This wasn't a mistake. It was deliberate. They planned it, erased my numbers, snuck out in the night, and left me behind. I stare at the calendar on the fridge, where I'd circled today's date in red and written, Thanksgiving at Uncle Dean's. Next to it, my checklist, clean guest bath, gas up SUV, pick up wine. I feel something inside me shift, not break, not shatter, but crystallize. A cold, hard clarity. I am done. I sit at the table, the weight of every year pressing on me. 6 years of paying $2,000 toward the mortgage each month while Dad's paycheck barely covered his hobbies, and Mom excused it all as temporary. 6 years of watching Corbin live rent-free after his startup failed, of Sloane getting $38,000 a year tuition covered because she needed to focus on school. 6 years of being the responsible one, which was really just family code for the ATM. The math glows in my mind. $2,000 times 72 months, $144,000. Gone. Spent on their comfort, their stability, their pretense of success. I look around the house I paid for, the washer and dryer I bought when Sloane complained the old ones were gross, the 4-door fridge I replaced during the heat wave, the espresso machine they used every morning, all mine, all bought with my money. They wanted to talk about expenses. Fine, let's talk. I Google moving companies. Most are closed for the holiday, but one advertises a premium emergency move service. Double rate. Worth it. Reliable movers? A man answers. Troy speaking. Hi, Troy. I need to move out tomorrow morning. He hesitates. Tomorrow? It's Thanksgiving weekend. I'll pay whatever it costs. He pauses. 8 a.m., okay? Perfect. I hang up, open my laptop again, and find a studio apartment with immediate move-in availability. I pay the deposit, schedule the lease signing for tomorrow. Then I open my binder, a 3-inch tome of receipts, bank statements, and warranties I've kept for years, and begin cataloguing everything I purchased. Cold accounting replaces grief. By midnight, my list is complete. My plan clear. When they return from Maui, they'll find nothing left but air and unpaid bills. The next morning, the moving truck rolls up at 8 sharp. 3 men in blue uniforms climb out. Miss Kessler? Yes. Let's start in the living room. The 80-inch 4K TV comes down first. My $2,500 bonus from March, I note, pointing to the receipt in my binder. Bracket stays. It came with the house. They nod, professional and efficient. Next, the washer and dryer. Bought last year. I have the invoice. Then the smart fridge, espresso machine, Wi-Fi routers, and everything else with my name on it. Room by room, they strip the house bare. By noon, the truck is half full, and I feel lighter than I have in years. At 4, they're done. I sign the paperwork in the driveway, give them my new address. After they drive off, I walk back through the hollow house, filming each room for proof. Walls unmarked, floors clean. Then I make calls. Power company, water company, internet provider. Cancel service at 1342 Oakwood Lane, I say calmly. Each representative notes my request. By the time my family steps off the plane, every utility will be cut. I sleep that night on a blanket on the bare floor of my old room. When morning comes, I gather my bags, place my house keys and a stack of unpaid bills, addressed to my parents, on the kitchen counter and walk out. 6 days until they return from Maui. 6 days until they meet the silence I left behind. The Ring app notifies me the evening they come back. I watch them on my phone screen, dragging suitcases up the walkway, tanned, laughing, oblivious. Mark fumbles with the keys. Don't forget the light switch, Mum chirps. They step inside. I count silently. 3, 2, 1. Mark? Mum's voice filters through. The lights aren't working. Let me check the breaker. Footsteps. Then, nothing's working. Did you forget to pay the bill? Me? You handle the utilities. Corbin's flashlight beam jerks across the living room. Dad. Where's the TV? A beat of silence. Then pandemonium. The fridge is gone, Sloane shrieks. Everything's gone. Mum's voice trembles. Someone broke in. Call 911. I sip my coffee, watching the scene unfold through my phone. They call the police. Corbin, ever the tech genius, remembers the Ring footage. He opens the app, and I watch the realization drain his face. She took everything. She can't do that, Dad roars. It's our house. No, I think. It never was. My phone buzzes non-stop. Calls, texts, frantic messages. Krista, please call me. The house was robbed. I set it face down, refill my cup, and wait. 20 minutes later, flashing lights outside my new apartment window. A police car, and behind it, my father's sedan. The intercom buzzes. Miss Kessler, 2 officers here, with your family. Tell them only the police may come up, I say. 3 minutes later, there's a knock. 2 officers stand outside. Ma'am, your family claims you've taken their television and appliances. I step back. Please, come in. Coffee? They exchange glances, then nod. My apartment is small, but gleaming. My TV, my fridge, my espresso machine, all here, perfectly arranged. I pour coffee, hand it to the younger officer. Then I place my binder on the counter. This should clarify things. He opens it, brows lifting as he flips through plastic sleeves filled with receipts, warranties, and bank statements. This TV? Yes, purchased last March, $2,500 bonus. He turns more pages, the fridge, washer, dryer, all under my name. His partner murmurs something. He nods. Everything appears to be legally yours, Ms. Kessler, he says finally. Would you like to file a harassment report? I smile faintly. That won't be necessary. When they leave, I hear the argument below. My father's furious voice. My mother crying. It's a civil matter, the officer tells them firmly. She provided proof of ownership. You must leave. Car doors slam. Silence. I close my window. 3 weeks later, I run into Corbin and Sloane at the grocery store. They look smaller somehow, deflated. This isn't funny, Krista, Sloane hisses. Mum cries every day. You need to fix this. I drop apples into my cart without looking at her. Just turn the Wi-Fi back on, Corbin pleads. How am I supposed to apply for jobs? You're 28, I say evenly. Get your own Wi-Fi. Their protests fade behind me as I push my cart down the next aisle. 2 months later, a manila envelope arrives. Small claims court. My parents are suing me for emotional damages. In court, Dad gives a speech about family duty. Mum dabs her eyes. When it's my turn, I don't argue. I simply set the binder on the judge's desk. He reads in silence. 5 long minutes, then closes it with a decisive thud. These items appear legally purchased by your daughter, he says. And she contributed $2,000 monthly toward your mortgage? Dad squirms. Well, yes, but... Case dismissed, the judge says flatly. Consider yourselves warned about frivolous claims. The gavel cracks. Final. 4 months later. Uncle Dean calls. The house is gone, he says. Foreclosed after 3 months. They couldn't make the payments. Where are they now? 2-bedroom rental across town. Mark and Brenda took the master. Rhett's on the couch. Sloane and Corbin share the other room. Sloane had to transfer to community college. Did they ask you to call me? A pause. Not exactly, but... Then they're not struggling enough. He sighs. Krista. They'll figure it out, I say and hang up. Consequences. Long overdue. Settling like dust. Now I sit on my small balcony, wrapped in a blanket, coffee warm in my hands. My apartment is tiny, 400 square feet, but it's mine. Every bill, every inch. I get a notification. LinkedIn. A message from Corbin. Hey sis. Got an interview next week? Mind being my reference? You know how reliable I am. I stare at it, thumb hovering. Then click ignore. Block. 4 months ago, I woke up in a silent house and realized what silence really meant. Now I wake to a quieter one. And this time, the silence is mine.